I'm sure we've all been there. We watch an exciting YouTube video that inspires us to get to work and crush our goals. We buy a fancy new journal or sit down at a computer and start writing out our goals for the year. We get some initial traction, but exactly 1 week later, we're back to the same old habits and routines. But why is that? Why is it so hard to stick with our goals? That's what we hope to answer in today's video, so let's get into it. If you ask anyone why they haven't achieved their goals, they'll probably give you a long list of excuses. But at the root of those excuses is one issue: reaching goals is hard. The truth is that we don't like to do hard things, so we make excuses to cover that up. But excuses are just alibis that keep you stagnant. Think of all the excuses you come up with when it comes to your goals. Too busy, too tired, too broke. I can tell you I have a long list of excuses that I deploy when I want to get out of things. But the truth is that these excuses will only stop us in our tracks. However, if you really think about it, if you really want to achieve something, it will take more than time, money, or energy to stop you. Don't get me wrong, doing hard things sucks, and it's completely normal to dislike. But what separates those who achieve their goals and those who don't is found in whether or not they do what they don't want to do. So how can we train ourselves to actually do the hard things? Let's first look at motivation. Many people think they need motivation to start working on their goals, but that's simply not the route to go. Has there ever been a time when you made plans to go to an event, but when that day actually came, you just didn't want to go? I'm speaking to the introverts here. However, you decided to go anyway and you actually ended up having a lot of fun? The same goes for motivation when it comes to achieving your goals. Most of the time, motivation doesn't come until you start. Motivation doesn't cause momentum. Momentum actually causes motivation. If you can get yourself going, chances are, you'll keep going. A great way to do this is to implement the 5-minute rule. Set a timer and do a task for 5 minutes, and if you don't want to do it after the 5 minutes is up, then you don't have to. There are 2 benefits to doing this. Firstly, you'll be farther ahead than you were 5 minutes ago, and secondly, there's a chance you might keep going since you already started. It's just like skydiving for the first time. The hardest part is the ascent as you anticipate jumping from 10,000 feet, but once you actually jump, momentum and physics takes over and you realize it's not as bad as you thought it would be. Another way to get yourself going is to just do the bare minimum to get started. Let's say you want to go to the gym, but you just can't muster up the motivation to go. The answer? Do the bare minimum. Put on your gym clothes and get in your car. That's half the battle right there. Since you're already in your car, you might as well drive to the gym and work out. These work for all types of goals. If you can just use your willpower to get started, you are more likely to continue. Now let's look at the goals themselves. One of the biggest reasons people don't achieve their goals is because they focus on the results instead of the actions and systems. For example, let's say my goal for this year is to hit 500 subscribers on YouTube. Sure, it's a great goal, but it has no action plan and no way to be measured. So many people set vague goals like, I want to lose weight, or I want to start a business, then leave it at that and wonder why nothing has changed. In order for goal setting to be effective, you need to do 2 things. Firstly, you need to tie actions to your goals, and secondly, you need to be able to measure them. If I want to hit 500 subscribers this year, I need to think of some actionable goals that will get me there. How many times should I post a week? What skills do I need to get better at? What does my content strategy look like? Then, I need to measure this. What do my analytics look like? Is my content strategy working, or do I need to pivot in some way? When you forget about the goal and begin to focus on the systems and actions, you will actually start to see results. The best thing you can do is set small daily actionable goals. Whatever your goals are, ask yourself what you can do today to get one step closer. If you're an entrepreneur, what's one thing you can do today to really move the needle? If you're trying to become healthier, what systems can you set up for your workouts or eating plan? It's okay to set huge and wild goals. Always dream big, but break your goals down into small things you can do every day so you have clarity on what to do and how to make progress. Which brings us to our last idea. Practice makes perfect is a lie. I'm aware that this is just a saying, but perfection is what keeps people from actually starting. The reality is that practice makes progress, and no matter how hard you work, you'll never be perfect. Your business will never be perfect. Your life will never be perfect. On this side of heaven, perfection is a delusion, and striving for it will only cause burnout and discouragement. Instead, we should strive for progress, small little improvements over time that will compound and assist us in achieving our goals. Now, I have a question for you. What are some of your goals for the rest of this year, and what are some things you can do every day to see those goals realized? Write your answers down in a notebook or in the comments below, and then get to work. Stop making excuses, because nobody is going to live this life for you. I'll see you in the next video.